Have you ever wished that you liked something that you didn't like? I'm going to tell you a story, and this precisely happened to me as I was preparing lunch yesterday. So what I was doing is I was preparing an avocado salad, and I was truly enjoying preparing this salad, really savoring and looking forward to eating this particular salad. And as I was preparing it, and as I felt this true joy in like I couldn't wait to eat it, I remembered something that and it made such a huge impact on me. So I remember when I was young, so I lived at home with my parents and my 4 brothers. So there were 7 of us in our household. And so my mom, whenever we had guacamole, she would prepare it with avocados and with tomato and onions and garlic. And so when I was young, I decided that I did not like guacamole or avocado prepared that way. And so now, what does this have to do with anything? Like, okay, so we don't like something. So this particular memory came up for me when I was doing some healing. So one of the things that I really struggled with my whole life is sharing and being able to let go of things that I worked really hard to get. And I found that this wasn't serving me anymore in my life. So I wanted to be able to connect with people. I wanted to be able to be in a state of gratitude. I wanted to be able to be generous. And there was just something that was stopping me from achieving that state. And so I knew, like, I wanted this for myself. I wanted to experience this, but there was always something that stopped me. And so I went in to do some healing on that because I wanted to have this particular shift in my life. And so when I went to do this healing, one of the things that came up was this memory of my mother preparing avocado salad in this particular way. And one of the things that happened that I remembered was this younger self, so maybe around 7 or 8, that decided that I was not, when I grew up, I was not going to have avocados like that. I was not going to eat avocados in that way. I didn't like it. And I was only going to have guacamole with just avocados and salt. Like, that's it. I don't want my guacamole any other way. And so as I delved into that particular memory, I realized that younger self had decided that she did not like the way that her mother prepared the avocado salad because it meant that there was not enough for everyone. Because there were 7 of us, when we had the luxury of having avocados at home, she had to make sure that there was enough to go around. And the way that she did that, or at least in my mind, right, in my 7-year-old mind, this is what I thought. The way that she did that was by adding tomato and by adding onion and by adding cilantro. And so what she was doing is she was bulking it up so that there was enough to go around. So in my 7-year-old mind, that meant that we didn't have enough. Like, there was not enough so that I could enjoy avocado in the way that I wanted to enjoy avocado, which was just avocado by itself. I didn't want all these other things added to it. And I remember that I wouldn't eat the avocado salad that my mom would prepare. And so for years, so once I was on my own and then I started working and, and going out to dinner, is I would only eat guacamole when it was prepared with just avocados, like no other way. And so now I would eat pico de gallo, which is tomato and onion and cilantro with lemon and garlic. That's how I prepare it, and I love it. But I would never mix them up. So I had my pico de gallo and I had my guacamole, and they were never supposed to mix. And so, and that wasn't necessarily a big deal. Like I could choose to do that. What was really impactful for me when I went in and I looked at that memory and like what that signified and what that meant for that younger self, right? That my mother preparing guacamole in this way meant that we didn't have enough, meant that there was not enough to go around, meant that when there was a luxury, we had to dilute the luxury in order to have enough to go around. And so therefore, she attached this meaning, all this meaning to this particular meal, to this particular dish, and the way that her mother, or my mother, the way that she prepared it. And so when I went in and did that healing on that particular issue, that allowed me to be more generous, that allowed me to let go of things when they serve their purpose, and it's okay to give them away, like it's okay to let them go. That allowed me to share what I had, that I didn't have to hold on to it, like that I didn't have to be afraid that there wasn't going to be enough. So that's what I had focused on when I did my my healing. What I realized yesterday was that particular healing had a much broader impact on my life than I had originally thought. So I originally thought that it was about sharing, and it was about enjoying the luxuries of life, and it was about being able to give to others and all of that. So that was the original healing that I had done, which was really powerful for me and my life. But one of the things that I realized yesterday as I was preparing this meal, and I was so looking forward to really enjoying it, was that it had a broader impact than I had first thought, that healing had a broader impact. So because now I was able to eat this avocado salad in this way, and there was no charge, like I remembered my younger self and the meaning that she had attached to the avocado salad. And there was no judgment. There was just a lot of compassion for her. And there was this understanding that releasing that had actually opened up other things in my life that I had not been aware of. And what it allowed me to do is to expand the way that I experience this particular food, right? So for my entire life, up to when I did that clearing about a year and a half ago, I denied myself the pleasure, the joy of having avocado salad in this particular way, because I associated all this negative meaning to that particular dish. And so when I was able to clear that, sense of growing up with not enough, I was also able to clear the charge of not liking this dish prepared in this particular way. And so now I'm able to truly enjoy it, and to and really to be even more thankful to this dish for allowing me to learn this particular lesson, to be able to now see it in this, being able to see the potential, and that I'm able to take advantage of that potential because I no longer associate it with all these negative feelings. And so for me, learning how to manage my energy, knowing how to go into my energy to find these pieces of myself that are no longer serving me, knowing how to heal those pieces so that I can truly live the way that I want to live. And now I'm seeing that these particular healings have a much broader impact in my life than I originally intended, that I originally thought. And I'm still reaping the benefits of that clearing in different ways, in ways that I had not considered. So I'm really happy to be sharing the story with you because I'm really committed to these particular practices, and I'm really committed to sharing them. And so I am going to be having a class in which I share the first part of these skills, really the foundational skills that you need. And I'm about giving you the skills so that you can do it yourself. You can book a call with me and we can do a healing. But really, these skills, these methods are much more impactful because you can use them yourself. You don't need me as a healer or as an energy practitioner to guide you. Once you learn the skill, you're able to use it for yourself. And it has so much impact in your life. And so I invite you to find out more about the classes. The class that I'm offering at the end of June is called Mastering Your Energy Body. And so you're going to learn all these skills. And if you have particular questions, I invite you to reach out to me and ask your questions. And I look forward to sharing much more about the impact that these particular skills have had in my life and how transformational they have been.